not having great success in this video over my hair at the moment. I think Medusa had it bad. Check this shit out. It's a lovely story, Medusa. I do advise you to study the story of Medusa online and think about Jesus at the same time. And consider Christianity at the same time. It's not exactly the same. What did I have much to say? Oh yeah, Jesus. It's a sunny day here in Ireland. Always a sunny day and clear skies in Ireland these days compared to the rest of the world. Which is sad for me because I told our president, this is what I say, about a year or two ago, probably 2 years ago, I imagine, I sent him a passage from the book of Elijah, where Elijah is overrun and tormented, and he goes out to the same place that Moses was. Strangely, now Moses wasn't exactly the guy to go to. He was just the only best guy to go to at the time. Oh shit! So sorry, I gotta get my head together. I have no mind. I have no name. I absolutely have no name. It's terrible. I'm just brain dead. It's all ahead of you. If you think I'm bad, you should see your world in 7 years from now. Okay, so he goes out and I sent him a passage from this book. Basically, Elijah's there. He has no name as well. He's nameless as well. The Lord goes to him, Elijah, what are you doing here? And people contend this and kind of question it. It's like, oh, he wasn't Jewish. He wasn't supposed to be there. And there we go. Oh, it's pretty bad. It's pretty messy. Medusa. What are you doing there? He had no name, and he's like, you're supposed to be off with Elijah, or you're supposed to be off with Ahab and Jezebel, teaching them all your Torah knowledge and your poetical genius. And he's like, no, I'm clearly here. They stole my name, they stole my mind, you can do this. They don't tell you can do this because everyone is doing it, and everyone is doing it now. And that's where the man comes along with the gas chambers to just make it all stop. Because nothing else is going to stop it. They just, once they know about it, they won't know about it, they won't stop or forget about it. I emailed the president and this passage, and Elijah's told to go outside, and you're going to see lots of wind, and you're going to see lots of fire, and you're going to see lots of earthquakes and stuff. And while they still hear your voice, your small voice, will still hear your one little small voice. So I emailed the president, because I used to email him essays all the time, just trying to explain the situation to him, and he's just an ignorant piggy. So I was like, you still hear my small voice? And then I have an email then again a year later saying, look, I said this to you last year, and the rate of earthquakes and fire and freaking hail, the battering all over the world since I emailed you, you know what I mean, man? So I was like, write back, and he still didn't write back, and it might be another year or something since then. So I emailed him there saying, like, right, that's it, like blood from the sky and piss and vinegar for waters now, just so I can, make this clear. There already have been red waters, so all over the world, but maybe there's going to be more, right? A bit of a dream that I saw one was how does it matter? Shouldn't talk about mentors. In the exact same way that Moses did as well, they wouldn't listen to Moses, and he went in, laid it down, he proved himself. But I was thinking, just like in the Moses case, it's like how long would it take from our president to actually concur, or maybe legitimize, or take me seriously? And it's like, we've already had the weather, so now if there is bloody rain and stuff, would he even yield to that? And I was thinking, like, then I took on to an induction sequence. You can take these off for great distances. But where does that go to? You know what I mean? You're going to have famine. You're going to have no water. So, like, your water, you have locusts or something, first of all. And then I was like, oh, we can't grow with the locusts because, people are being a bit too locusty out there. Can't grow with the locust. And then, like, it might be the waters, like I said. The waters turn to piss and vinegar. Nothing grows without the waters. And then you might have terrible air content after a while as the air turns to sulfuric acid or starts turning from mold eruptions. Like, oh, things don't grow there. And it's this kind of thing. It's like, when would he realise? When would he start, like, to say nothing will grow? It's like, the sun. It's like, nothing grows without the sun. Like, that's, I know there's always concept in Greek religions and sort of absolute concepts that they find holiness in. Where did these flies fucking manifest from? I swear to God. They don't birth. The flies just don't birth. They just fucking appear. To be careful with this. I take them as pantheistic poetry. It's just like if you have a fly, there you go. Excuse me. Yeah, the sun. Nothing grows without the sun. So basically, like if you lose Jesus or something like that, like you're just completely screwed. So it's a poetry, really. Nothing will grow without the sun, mainly. And the sun is drowning in the flood, kind of thing. Elijah drowned in the flood. Somebody before Moses, 400 years before Moses, drowned in a flood. A son, that's a heat or be of some sort. And Moses had to try and fix it to deliver his people, deliver God's people, because they were suffering and burning in a social bondage, and they didn't even realize they were suffering so much. You know what I mean? They're just toiling through it. Like we see many Greek civilizations toiling through it and getting through it as best they can. You see, Hebrews and Israelites doing the best they could. Messed up stuff they had to do to try and get by. So drowned in the flood. Sons drowned in the flood. Jesus didn't, and Muhammad chopped off lots of heads to prevent drowning, and everything became great, which is hard to do these days. I don't want to go around chopping off people's heads, but I was saying the sun, so nothing grows without the sun. This poetry basically it seems to be leading to you lose everything, and you lose everything. You keep looking around, and you look around and looking around, and then you realise it's the sun that you really need and important. I'm gonna like the spin-off tale. I had the Good Samaritan one in the Netherlands video, but I think there's something more important to say that I'm leaving out. Spain. Rihanna Macy's, I think you spent a life here, you might do this, you maybe weren't neighbourly enough, you'll go live in Pakistan, become a really good neighbour, maybe it didn't work enough, you'll live in Hong Kong or something, the world comes around and goes around. And just do well with what you got, really, in every situation that you're given. I was thinking people get sent to Spain because they were heretics or antichrist, or didn't believe in Christ, or didn't respect in Christ. And they live in Spain, and every day they have to get in out of the sun at 12 o'clock high noon. They have to respect the sun without even having a choice about it. They're sent there and they have to respect the sun at high noon every day. They step in and out of the shout, and they make a change in their lives accordingly, whether they like it or not. And it's not a very Christian country either, Spain. I know it's got weird, very mad, deeply rooted some things. And Barcelona is just from across from the Vatican. It's just why it's there. It was just an Italian port, a Roman port. But so I was thinking, just meant to respect the sun. Because when you failed to respect him, they couldn't respect Elijah. They said he wasn't Jewish. Maybe it was the reason. That's why they keep a cup nowadays, because they're like, we don't want this to happen again. 900 years Ahab and Jezebel, because we didn't respect or listen to the little prophetic, not explicitly Jewish kid Elijah. Even Moses said Moses was a Levite. I'm pretty sure. But still, he was like, oh, I'm small or ugly, or he had. I'm not sure. He might have been a short guy. He might have been something, but he said, well, no, listen to me. They'll think I'm a fucking joke. But they didn't yet. Didn't listen to Elijah. I kind of notice there is a bit of sometimes, a broken temple, fixed temple, broken temple, fixed temple. Because they grow up in the convenience of a fixed temple, they'll exploit. And because they grow up out of broken temples, like Moses and Jesus and Elijah. That's what I see Moses and Elijah appearing to Jesus, delivering out of broken temples kind of way. And so Muhammad kind of had a fixed temple to be stand upon. But it's even in the book of Revelations that it'll be in a fixed temple, I suppose, but will be cheated by the virtue of the fixed temple. So it's determined or prophesied that it'll be one of those cheated, got ripped off situations that you're going to be dealing with by the revelation of Jesus Christ. So you're looking for somebody who's ripped off. I don't know, they don't give birth, they just manifest, I know they just appear. And it's the corner of your eye. Where'd you go? I'm good at showing them, Yeah, they just go. It's like the fifth one I've done while making these videos. So that's just my little video about the sun. That's where it's all going to go. You're going to lose it, like lots of things. You're going to lose everything, everything. But then it'll wind down slowly until you realise and respect the sun. That you need the sun. And where's he gone? Oh, put him down the well.